Hello YouTube, Grand Captain Speedy Dash here. I'm starting up a new series of videos of what if taking place in the Dragon Ball universe. Mostly I started to want to do this after seeing a what if video that was April Fool's joke, which left me a little bitter at the end, because I liked it up until the point that it was revealed to be April Fool's. The what if in question is, what if Goku was born with Ultra Instinct? Though there is another what if I found of it, but I don't as much care for that one. So I will lay down a few of the changes that I will be doing in this, and outside of that it will be as close to the canon as the what if can be. The changes in the what if will be that Goku is born with an innate, I guess I should say, talent to be able to use Ultra Instinct. He doesn't immediately have perfected or mastered Ultra Instinct as he's born, as that would really break the series and barely be entertaining. No, he's born almost the same, just with trace amounts of God Ki and a greater potential to be able to master Ultra Instinct, as well as some lingering Ultra Instinct vibe. Now that I've gotten the important part out of the way, it's time to start the what if. What if Goku was born with Ultra Instinct? The beginning of the story remains relatively the same. Kakarot is born on planet Vegeta. After measuring his power levels, they determine that he is a low-class Saiyan. I'm going to be using the Dragon Ball Super updated timeline for Goku's birth, so years later, all the Saiyans are being called back to planet Vegeta, which makes Bardock suspicious of what Frieza is planning. Bardock decides to steal a Saiyan space pod so that he can send Kakarot away for his own safety, just in case his fears are warranted, which he soon finds that they were. Frieza destroys planet Vegeta, as Bardock had feared, wiping out nearly all the Saiyans. But Kakarot is on his way to Earth, where he is found by an elderly gentleman named Son Gohan. Son Gohan is surprised to find a child in the middle of nowhere, as well as how rambunctious and unruly the child is. He decides it would be best if he watches over the child for the time being. One day, Kakarot falls off a cliff, but before he hits the rocks at the bottom, he changes into Omen Ultra Instinct, avoiding them landing on his feet. At that very moment, he reverts back to normal and collapses from the stress it has put on his body, leaving him in a near-death state. Because he avoided the rocks, he would remember his birth name and his Saiyan heritage, or as much as the small Kakarot even knew about. A few days later, as Kakarot wakes up, he learns that Gohan has been tending to his injuries, which causes him to start warming up to Gohan. As Kakarot learns how to speak, he is soon able to tell Gohan his birth name, as well as try to explain what happened the day that he fell off the cliff. Gohan brushes off the story of Kakarot avoiding the rocks, thinking that it was just a dream, because how else would he have been so badly injured when Gohan found him? Kakarot insists what happened and wants to train to be able to try to use the form again. Shortly after that, Gohan and Kakarot begin training on a daily basis. As they train, the form Kakarot took weighs heavily on his mind, till one training session when he once again awakens Omen Ultra Instinct for a moment before returning to normal and collapsing from the stress, once again putting him in a near-death state. This time, the transformation caught the eye of a being on a faraway planet who's watching through his staff. How fascinating. This child has entered the Ultra Instinct state twice. I will have to keep an eye on him. A few days later, when Kakarot wakes up, Gohan tries to talk Kakarot out of learning the form he has taken because he believes it is too dangerous for Kakarot, but Kakarot is determined to learn the form. Gohan, realizing it is useless to try and talk Kakarot out of it, instead suggests that they continue to train, preparing Kakarot to meet Gohan's former martial arts master. But before they can train, Kakarot needs to rest up and recover. After a few months of training, Gohan tells Kakarot they are finally going to start looking for Gohan's old martial arts master. So this is where I'll end the first part of the What If. I hope you enjoyed this first part. If you did, give the video a thumbs up, and if possible, subscribe. It will help me be motivated to continue trying the What Ifs. But as always, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are.